Rabbits are often stereotyped to be dirty and smelly animals. Although rabbits tend to clean themselves, there is some truth to this belief. Rabbits can make the area they live in smell really bad, but this is because of their litter box and general waste. For example, my rabbit Sandy would always make our front room smell within no more than 3 to 4 days, but in that same amount of time, Timmy would not leave a smell, so it can depend from rabbit to rabbit. Something to keep note of in this regard is the fact that Sandy was apparently spayed, but given how aggressive she was, that may not be true, as that was only word of mouth by her previous owners. They were probably telling the truth, but who knows? Rabbits who are not neutered or spayed are more likely to smell than rabbits who are neutered or spayed, which is why I question the truth of what we were told. The way that rabbits clean themselves is with their tongues, which is the same way that cats and dogs clean themselves. Cats and rabbits are the most relatable in this regard, since they are going to have a much easier time cleaning themselves than a big dog. However, cats can vomit, meaning that it is easier to know if they digested something undesirable or dangerous to them. However, the same can't be said for rabbits because they can't vomit, which makes it incredibly hard to know if there is a problem right away. Rabbits groom themselves very often throughout the day because it is in their nature to like feeling clean, and it has been a method of cleaning themselves for so long that it just works for them. Do rabbits like to live in a clean environment? Yes. Rabbits like to have a space that is clean to a reasonable standard and not cluttered or dirty. Speaking of that, if there is excess dirt or snow on the floor, that could be annoying to rabbits as they might step in it, but they might not notice right away or at all with dirt. But with snow, they would because it is cold. Now, clutter, which is just like a bunch of stuff in one space that is disorganized or that you may not even need at all, can be a problem depending on where you put stuff. An acceptable example of this would be our front room. We have a sofa, a record player, a TV, as well as gaming consoles below that, 2 shelves, and a shoe rack that you can close shoes in without them being reachable. These things can't be considered clutter because they have valid use and are a significant portion of what makes the living environment work in the first place, both for us and the rabbit. The sofa being an example of what works for the rabbit, and the TV and record player being an example of us being around to provide as much interaction as we do now. If we didn't have any of those things in the front room, then there would technically be more space, but it would be incredibly empty. And because everything would have to be in a different room, such as the TV or record player, it would take more effort to give attention to our rabbit, since we will all be doing our own thing away from the rabbit the majority of the time. Just because a rabbit may be trying to escape their living environment, such as by trying to get your bunny gate open, doesn't necessarily mean that it is cluttered. They may just view the other side of your house as their property and enticing to explore. Thank you for watching this video, and bye!